We have two tankers on fire off the coast of Turkey. And these are no accidents. Here's the story from the Maritime Executive that was published on November the 28th, 2025. Turkey is investigating after two sanctioned Shadow Fleet tankers reported explosions and fires roughly 30 minutes apart while they were both in the Black Sea. While they were mounting a rescue after an explosion, on board the tanker Kairos 149,989 DWT, the authority also received a report of a second tanker, named Viat 115,643 DWT, had been hit while at a different position in the Black Sea. Unconfirmed media reports immediately began speculating that it was a coordinated maritime drone attack. Others suggested that the Kairos, which was underway, had struck a mine. Pictures released showed a large plume of smoke, and later the tanker was on fire and the crew was evacuated. The Viat was holding off the coast of Turkey, awaiting orders. The common factor is that both vessels were sanctioned tankers. One was believed to be heading to Russia to load another cargo. The second tanker, cited in the reports, was holding in the Black Sea, waiting for orders. Both vessels are Chinese-owned, and their last known flags were in Gambia. The Kairos, according to reports, notified the Turkish authorities of an external impact, causing an explosion and a fire. The ship had 25 crew members on board, with some reports suggesting there are injuries. Local reports said that 25 people have been evacuated and in good condition. The evacuation included 12 tugs, as well as vessels from the Turkish Coast Guard heading to the stricken tanker. The tanker was built in 2002, and in the past had been cited for runs between Russia and India. The European Union sanctioned the ship in May of 2025, while it was operating under a different name, and the UK followed, listing the vessel in July of 2025. And half an hour after this, the ministry posted its second report naming the tanker Viat, another sanctioned tanker, saying it was hit approximately 35 nautical miles offshore in the Black Sea. Rescue units and a commercial vessel were dispatched to the scene, with the ministry saying heavy smoke had been detected in the engine room. It said there were 20 crew members on board, and they were in good condition. Like the first tanker in the report, the Viat is also listed with an unknown flag after previously reporting Gambia. Built in 2018, the ship is also reported to have been sold to a Chinese company in January of 2025. The United States sanctioned the vessel in January of 25 for transporting Russian oil, and the EU followed with a listing in July and the UK in September of 2025. The ministry is now reporting that the vessel sustained damage in open waters of the Black Sea. However, they said there is no fire or emergency, and the crew has not requested an evacuation. As a precaution against the potential situation, a firefighting and towing-capable tugboat has been dispatched. The unusual nature of the two incidents so close together prompted Turkish Minister of Transport to issue a statement. He reported on the operations and said they would be investigating. This is very unfortunate. There's real people with real families on these ships. Put the war aside, there's innocent people on these ships. People that just need to go to work. Ukraine has come out and said they take responsibility for both hits, which is no surprise in my opinion. But put everything else aside, there's innocent people on these ships. They are on the Shadow Fleet tankers, but obviously they need a job. They have families to feed, and they need a job. It's just an ugly situation all around, and it's time for all this nonsense, in my opinion, to finally be over. But that's just my opinion. War never solves anything. Alright guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one.